Hi, this is Inform TV 100 with the trending news. So, today I'm going to give an update on the Baltimore Francis Scott Key Bridge collapse. The six missing people are presumed dead. Eight people from the construction crew were sent into the water by the collapsed bridge hit by a freighter at 1:30 a.m. Two were rescued from the Patapsco River. And President Biden said that the federal government will rebuild the bridge. And there has also been bridge collapses before, and it came to my attention in 1980 in Florida. 35 people died in May from a freighter hitting the bridge. So, this is Inform TV 100. So, the update is that two of the six people that were missing, their bodies have been recovered. And they were workers, two workers. They were found trapped in a red pickup in the river at the middle of the collapsed bridge, according to the Maryland State Police. And some of these workers were working the night shift to patch up potholes on the bridge, and prayers to their families. Uh, it's just a very heartbreaking story, but they're saying that the depth of the water is 50 feet or more. So it would have been hard for them to survive with the cold, frigid waters and that depth of water. But prayers uh, to the to the families. So I have another story. This is a short story. It's kind of an interesting story. It's the Sunshine State reversed a number of local laws. Okay, guys, listen to the laws that they reversed. They prevented bans on gas powered leaf blowers. Well, you know, on either side of it, the Sunshine State, they have a lot of climate issues going on. So, um, that's understandably maybe a first step of them wanting to try to uh, combat the climate and the environmental issues. But the legislature, they reversed the ban on gas powered leaf blowers. They also are blocking the rules for electric vehicle chargers. So, yeah, well, I guess the people want, to have rules. But the Sunshine State, they are not having it, despite that the people voted, the cities voted to have these rules. They're not having it, so they will just reverse it. um this is interesting. The Sunshine State, they're banning uh they're banning citizen probes for police misconduct. That's self-explanatory. They're banning, this was local laws. They set up these citizen probes for police misconduct, but their legislature, they reversed their law. So there's no banning, there's no citizen probes for police misconduct. So what's the point of even voting? there. Okay, but please vote. Exercise your vote, but it's a little this it's a really it's really hard to understand how you vote and you have a group of people in office and they can reverse the people's desires. The people speaks, but uh, there are people that can go above them. They rolled back rules requiring contractors to pay the minimum wage. That's self explanatory. So, contractors were required to pay minimum wage, and minimum wage is not that much. It's not $20 an hour, it's very minimum. That's why it's called the minimum wage. But their legislatures, they reversed the rollback. They ruled back that the contractors do not have to pay minimum wage. God bless you. Thank you for subscribing, and we will get to the next story. So, the next story is, guys, I re-looked at the Inflation Reduction Act. Did you know that the Inflation Reduction Act that it saved lives and livelihood, fostered record-breaking economic recovery, and positioned America for long growth, combated climate change, and it has a huge positive for healthcare and prescription drugs. It expanded the healthcare for the Affordable Care Act. The uninsured decreased to 7.7%. 15 million people are insured, and some have premiums as low as $10 a month. Guys, health is wealth. Know your numbers, get insurance, get covers. There are two worlds in healthcare. The one world is uninsured, the other world is insured. When you have health insurance, you would have a greater chance of being on this world and this earth longer. Healthcare system is geared to serving the people with insurance. There is a statement, there is a saying, treat them and street them. No health care, you go to the ER, they treat you and street you. You're not going to have your major problems addressed there. And you have a greater chance of not living as long as you should. And we all deserve to live as long as God wants us to live. We don't need to have a premature situation because we don't have health care. So get your health care. And this is amazing that this Inflation Reduction Act impacts health care. Health is wealth. What else is more important than health care? And you could have a high paying job today. Your children can have a high paying job today, but we don't know what the future will hold. We really don't. We all need insurance. One of the countries on the list of the happiest places in the world, they're number one on the uh, on the scale of happiness, and I believe it's in the Iceland. They're in that top number. Well, all those places that are on that list, they have healthcare, they have college, it's all combined in their government benefits, what they pay taxes for. So they get a college education, they get health care, so they're pretty happy about their life. That is self explanatory. When anyone wants to say that, oh, they don't deserve anything, they do deserve everything. Inform TV, and we all have paid taxes. We have all paid into this system. I'm not paying for the millionaires and the billionaires. I'm paying for Americans can have opportunities. Those tax dollars should be for Americans, the regular Americans, not for millionaires and billionaires. So this is Inform TV 100. So we are talking about the Inflation Reduction Act and some of the benefits. And really, the Inflation Reduction Act, it had a lot of benefits in healthcare and prescription drugs. It expanded the Health Affordable Care Act. More people are insured, and you still have the opportunity to be insured, because if you go to the ER with no insurance, you're treated differently than someone who has insurance. They want to get paid. I'm not saying that they will not save your life, but that is about it. As far as all the treatments that people with insurance are getting, and they're living these long lives, you don't have insurance, that is probably not going to be you. You're, and not saying you could live a long life, but you can live a sickly long life. This is Inform TV 100. Thank you. Thank you to my subscribers. Thank you. You are the reason that we are here. And thank you for subscribing. So we're going to just go into a little bit specifics about the Inflation Reduction Act. The Inflation Reduction Act, it reduced drug costs by allowing Medicare to negotiate the best deal for the high priced drugs. But this doesn't start yet, and starts in a couple of years. Uh, it's going to decrease spending because they will be paying less for the medication. The Inflation Reduction Act, under the Medicare rate, it's capping insulin, and I've mentioned this in a previous video, to $35 per month. I had read that there were people who were not eating because they needed their insulin. I have read stories where there were people who had diabetic episodes because they could not afford their insulin, or they were rationing it out. That is so sad. That is really sad. And you think about the countries where the people, they get the insulin for free. Of course, they pay their taxes. They do the work. Their taxes are not going to the millionaires and the billionaires. Their taxes is going for the citizens. So the insulin is being capped at $35 per month for Medicare. Hooray, hooray. And it also caps out of pocket drugs to $2,000 for Medicare beneficiaries per year. So you cannot have over $2,000 on your medication. And I remember when they were talking about sad stories of how these, retired people were, what they had to eat to pay for their medications. Just kind of sad when other countries are getting their medications for such a low price, or free. And it's not free, but that's what their tax base goes to their needs. It doesn't go to the millionaires and the billionaires. It goes to these people what their need is. So, and also tax credits and rebates to help Americans purchase energy efficient appliances. Hooray, hooray, hooray. We, a people, we're trying to save this planet with the record breaking snow places that have never had it before and the record breaking hot temperatures. And then there's Iceland where the icebergs are melting, and this has never happened before. It just is a reality that we need to get educated. We need to look at the facts. This is Inform TV 100. And also the uh, the Reduction Act. It is the measures will reduce carbon pollution by 46% by the year 2030, and it provides a decrease of spending from the American people. And also, they're decreasing the dependence on foreign sources of energy and fossil fuels, like the ones that when things are not going the way they want it, they will raise the gas prices. No, they will raise it high. When things are going the way they like it, they will lower it. This is Inform TV 100. God bless you. So there is some lots of benefits from that Inflation Reduction Act, and one of them was that to ensure that the millionaires and billionaires that they take pay their pay their taxes, and that they bear some fiscal responsibility. And large profitable corporations pay their fair share into our system. This is Inform TV 100. God bless you, and health is wealth. Take care of yourself as well as others. And as the great Joe Madison says, what are you going to do about it? What are you going to do about the action that we need to take? There's power in unity. Know your numbers. God bless you, and take care of yourself. And thanks for listening. We love you. God bless you. And bye for now. Bye.